Hello everybody, this video to show you more in details what the mission is about and also explain to you some of the functionalities of the scraper. So basically the job post that I've put in Indeed is about a scraper, here in fact named Scraper Indeed, that allows me to scrape Indeed job from Indeed job boards and export it in a CSV file, and also automatically find the companies that have posted jobs on Indeed and find these companies in Sales Navigator. And 3, gather a list of all the employees in all the different companies that I've gathered. For instance, let's immediately start the scraper and show you what it is about. So the scraper comes within a folder like this. In this scraper, in this folder, I have different files that are here. So don't worry, I will be giving you this folder so you can do your own experimentation and grasp what I'm meaning. Okay, so in this I have many files. The files Indeed Sales Navigator, that is a .exe file. I have this one, it's just a picture. However, this picture is necessary to be able to launch this one. I have the debug file, I don't know what it is. Chrome driver, I don't know what it is too. Account, that is a SQL database file. I have visited cache, that is a folder where I guess the scraper gathers all the info from the profiles and companies and also job visited. And I have here the export folder where all the things are exported. Okay, so to launch it, I make a right click here and click here on execute as an administrator. In fact, my computer is in French, but I guess it's the same way. It's the same thing in your computer, in your language. So I launch it as an administrator and I wait a little bit. I say yes. And I wait a little bit for the scraper to launch. Voila, it has launched. So let me describe it in details for you. So first of all, I have two modes in the scraper: automatic mode, as you can see here, and manual mode. Automatic mode, it allows me to just enter an Indeed search link and it will do everything automatically. So gather all the job posts, find the related companies on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and then scrape the profiles in LinkedIn Sales Navigator. But I don't use this feature, so forget this feature. It's not relevant at all for our collaboration. Focus only on this one, manual. Okay, manual, what does it do? Basically, you give manual 3 directives. Either you tell it to scrape Indeed jobs, or you tell it to collect companies information from a CSV, or you tell it to scrape profiles from a CSV. That's for the first part. Execution type, it's okay. Here I have main part: Indeed search link, LinkedIn search link, session name, clear logs, work folder. Here is the place where I input the Indeed search link. Here is the place where I input the LinkedIn search link. I will explain to you later this part is useful. And here is a place where I input the session name. So each job has a session name. Okay, I have the work folder that is not really important. Okay, it allows me to just see the different exports, and I have clear logs, which is not really important. Also, I have here limits here per account, per profile page. I will explain it to you later. I have here an option called hide browser. You will see it later when I launch the scraping. If I click this option, the browser doesn't display, and if I don't click this option, the browser displays. I have start to start the job, stop to stop the job, empty cache to empty and erase the cache, so that when the scraper, once the cache is emptied, if the scrapers come to a job that has already been visited, the scraper will scrape it again. But if I don't empty the cache, if the scraper encounters a job that has already been visited, the scraper will skip this job. Okay. Account manager. Account manager is a place where I input the different Sales Navigator accounts that are going to be used for two principal functions. First function is to collect companies' information from CSV. Second function is to scrape profiles from CSV. So right here I enter the email address of the LinkedIn Sales Navigator account that is going to be used. I enter the password, and if I want, let's say here, I add it, and if I want to delete one or many accounts, I use this function delete. Right here I enter the number, the ID of the account that I want to delete, and I click delete, and that's it. Refresh, and I close it. Okay, so account manager allows me to have access to the different Sales Navigator accounts that has been input or registered in the scraper, and also delete some, add some. Okay, that's it for this part. So without further discourse, let's dive into the practical application immediately. So let's go to indeed.com. Let me also specify you that the scraper is able to scrape indeed.com, also indeed.fr, that is Indeed for France, also indeed.uk, .co.uk. Okay, so let's say that I'm here on indeed.com and I want to scrape all the engineer jobs in New York. Engineer, New York City. I found the job. I want them to match a specific criteria, that is to be not only exact location and with a salary of 145,000, and also that is mid-level. Okay, that's it. So I have the result of my search with the different specification. That's right, Indeed returned me 657 jobs with this URL related to this result. As you can guess, Indeed only shows 1000 jobs. So normally I have until like right now I have 62 pages. Okay, Indeed voluntarily limit its search results to 1000 jobs, so you will always the scraper will always be able to scrape 1000 jobs at the maximum. Okay, so I got it. Let's go back to the first page. Okay, that's it. I'm on page 1, and let me also tell you that the scraper is capable of pagination. It will automatically scrape page 1, then scrape 2, page 2, page 3 until the end automatically. Okay, so I get this URL, I go to the scraper, I input this URL here in Indeed search link, I click on manual, I click on type script Indeed jobs, I enter the session name, that is first test, I click on start, and you will see scraping has just begun. Okay, that's okay. I will click. As you can see here, I have real-time data on the progression of the scraping, and right here it tells me that the scraper has scraped 11 jobs. I click stop. Okay, I have first test. That's cool. Let's say that I want to test something else, contract, so I modify the criteria, and that's another URL, so I click copy. I copy this URL, I go to the scraper. Let me also tell you that there is a console that is displayed alongside the execution of the scraper. So I go here, I delete the URL, and I paste the new one. Manual script Indeed jobs, session name second best. Okay, this time I will click hide browser. I hide the browser and I click start. As you can see, the browser is not displayed, scraping is running, and until now I got 3 or 6 additional companies. Okay, at 25 I will stop. As you can see here too, in the background there is a console that is running and showing what is happening and what's not happening. Okay, so 24, Oh, 25. Okay, I stop it. Let's stop this. Okay. What I want to show you right now is the export. Okay, so to have the export, I go to the work folder, sorry, and I have here all the files that have been exported by the scraper. For instance, let's take the files concerning the scripts done today. For instance, the scraper automatically assigns a name, a type to the file. If it's automatic mode, you will have seen here automatic instead of manual. Then, so in our case we are in manual, so you see manual. Then you see the type of execution. So manual script indeed jobs, so you see jobs collected. Then you see something 01, I don't really know what it is, but it is here. And then you have the name of the session, so first test, second test. Okay, let me show you what is contained in these tests. Let's go to sheets. Let's open a new Google Sheet. Okay, so in the tests, that's it. I import. Here my sheet is in French, but it's basically the same function as it is on your Google Sheets version, no matter the language. So scraper indeed, here, export. And I'm here first test. I click open, import data, open, and that's here. The scraper gets the job ad title, the job ad link, the job description that, for instance, is missing right now, the company location that you can see here, also the company name that you can see here, and that's it, principally for the job collection. Let's open the second test to see how it worked. Import it. Second test here. Import data. Okay, that's basically the same thing. So the job ad title, the job ad link, the job description that is missing. I think that it's a bug. The company location, the company name. Let me show you real quick an example of some jobs that have been collected where I have the company description, the job description. So let's see it really quickly here. So as you can see here, experimentation 10k jobs. I have the job ad title, the job ad link, the job description. This time that is not missing because the time that I run this scraping there wasn't a bug. So here the entire job description is present, the company location, the company name, and the other columns you just ignore them. Okay, so that's it. I've shown you first function, script indeed jobs. I've shown you also how files are exported, and I'm now going to show you how to collect company's information from CSV. How does it work? Okay, so right now to use this function of the scraper, I have to input a sales navigator account. Okay, so right now I have some accounts that I can use here. So some accounts that have been already validated. Basically it's the trial version of Sales Navigator, so it didn't cost me much. So if you want to do your trials, use a Sales Navigator discovery trial plan. It will cost you nothing. So I enter this, and I also enter this one too. Okay, I add the account added. Okay, I will myself, for some security measures, verify that everything is right concerning that account before launching the scraper. I go to LinkedIn. I exit this account. I go and do that. Here also take the password, input it, and identify myself. So 1, the account is working. 2, I'll go here to check Sales Navigator. Sales Navigator is working, so I can happily start my scraping. Okay, so I go to my scraper, and what I want to do right now is to be able to collect company's information from CSV. So what the scraper is going to do, the scraper is going to gather all the companies that have been put in the job script files. So to show you concretely what is it about, here the scraper is going to take every single company here and look for that company into Sales Navigator LinkedIn, and when it finds the companies, it gathers all the data about this company. The data is name of the company, Sales Navigator link, Sales Navigator ID, website, number of employees, description of the companies, creation date, and so on and so on. So let me show you immediately what it is about. So I click manual, collect companies info from CSV. I will make here company test 1, and important, I have to enter a CSV. That's here. So I click here on file, then I go to the folder where the first job posts have been exported. So for instance, it's here, exports, first test jobs collected, and I click open. That's here. The job file CSV is loaded. I have to make something very important as a remark to you, is that the scraper concerning the input files is quite rigid. So when you input a file where it has to look for companies to find later in Sales Navigator, the column where it will find the company names has to be exactly company name and exactly written like this. So let's dive into it very quickly. So I made this one, okay. Let's untick hide browser so you can see how the process unrolls concretely. Collecting company's information, company test 1, and I click on start. As you can see, the scraper automatically logs in LinkedIn. Then it will automatically go to Sales Navigator. And it will look for each company individually. As you can see here, it found this company, it clicked on about, and it got the description. Same thing here for JP Morgan Chase. We will do everything, and we are going to do this for about 5 companies. It will do the same thing until the job is completed. So right here you see this caption, job finished. Okay, so you just saw how the scraper collects companies information from CSV. Let me show you the results. I open a new tab. Let's import the file that I want is here. Companies collected, company test 1. Let's open it. Okay, and here it is. Voila, you have the different company, the company name, found company ID, found company name here. So company name is the name that have been input via the CSV file, and the scraper looks for this name in Sales Navigator, and there is a matching algorithm where that allows the scraper to tell if the company name found is the same. So when it's about 90 or maybe more than 85%, when it's above 85% match, the scraper returns the company, the scraper selects the company and returns the company name found in Sales Navigator. For instance, here you have input name JP Morgan Chase. The three words are separated, JP Morgan Chase. So this name goes into the scraper algorithm, and the scraper looks for this in Sales Navigator, calculates a matching score, and when it's above 80% or maybe 85%, it selects the company that matches this name the best. For instance, here it's JP Morgan Chase and Co. As you can see here, JP and Morgan are attached and no more separated like you can see here. And there is, in addition, there is and Co. that is not here. So if you're a little bit disturbed or wondering about this situation, it's a built-in matching algorithm. So to keep on, I have the fund company description that is here, this employee count that is here, the website, the kind of companies like the industry, the address, then the Google Maps that's here, the company link on Sales Navigator that is here, and the company employees list link that is here. Later you're gonna see that this one is very important because this column is a column where the scraper is going to look for the company's employees link, then click on each link to get the list of the company's employees. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so you've just seen how we launch a data collection of companies, and now I'm going to show you how the scraper gets profiles from these kinds of lists. So we input a list of companies scraped with different information, and the scraper is going to automatically gather all the different employees in that list. Okay. Pas le faire dans le liste.